What's up guys, CB here. Today we're back with another video, and today we are taking a look at the new September 18th, 2017 ban list. So if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure you hit that like button down below, and let's get right into it. So, we have Dynamite for, wow, that's a surprise. So first off, for the newly forbidden monsters, Dynamite Knight, the true Draco fighter. Wow, that's something I didn't expect. I expected True Draco to get hit by something. Cough, cough, masterpiece. Cough, cough, Dragonic Diagram, which we'll see if they get banned. Then we'll see. But that's a big surprise. I didn't expect that. If you don't know what Dynamite Knight does, he's your searcher for all your trap cards in your deck. So he allows you to add those to your hand, and True Draco's got some really good traps. So I think that if anything, I guess that was a smart move. Next we have Grand Soil, the Elemental Lore. Now I had to look this card up because I had never heard of it in my entire life. Basically, to summon him from your hand, you have to have exactly 5 Earth monsters in your graveyard, and then once per turn, you can special summon a monster from either player's graveyard to your field, and then if he is destroyed, you skip the battle phase. So this is a really random card. I don't know what deck was using this. Maybe it was Zoodiac, maybe Dinos. I have no clue. I have never seen or heard of this card before. Like, me and my friend were looking at this list earlier, and we're like, hang on, what is this? Like, we had to look it up. So that's interesting. And yep, no masterpiece. Alright. True Draco's still gonna be good. Alrighty. Wow, True King Lithosogen, the Disaster. Okay, that is a pretty strong hit for True King Dino Yang Zing, especially since what they would do is that they would pop 2 Earth Dinos in their hand, and then one of those Dinos allowed you to search for or special summon one of your Dinos from your deck. So it was like turboing out stuff. So wow, that's a pretty big hit. I guess you won't, other than Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries, you can't really banish stuff from the extra deck, as far as I know. Let's see. Danglong First of the Yang Zing. Oh my gosh, that is another big hit on True King Dino Yang Zing. Like, the whole Yang Zing element of True King Dino Yang Zing has been banned. I guess that kind of makes sense why Konami never did a reprint, but I'm surprised. Also, Daigusto Emerald? Okay, more surprise. I don't know what deck. I mean, I know this was a staple for most decks that had level 4 monsters. Just the fact you can reshuffle cards into your deck, and then you can special summon normal type monsters. I don't know if it was possibly World Chalice that was using this, and they're like, okay, we need to ban Daigusto Emerald. But wow, I'm kind of glad I never got one of those because they're pricey. Oh, heck yes. Zoodiac Broadable and Zoodiac Trident are dead. Basically, that is, the nail has been sealed on the coffin for the Zoodiac deck. We all saw this coming. Wow. No more Zoo. That's going to be so nice. I bet someone's going to try and find to make a variant of Zoo that is still usable, but at this point, I don't even know what they can use that makes it good. Alright, so let's see for spells. Nothing spells, and nothing new for traps. Alright, so let's take a look at the limited. So you got your usual John and Ignis Ehit, the True Draco Warrior. Okay, so that's it. That's an interesting hit. That not only has Konami banned the searcher of traps, but they've also limited the your searcher for spells. I don't know if they're limiting Ignis Heat, they think, oh, maybe they won't, True Draco players won't see Heritage or Disciples or even Dragonic Diagram as often. I don't even know if you can search Dragonic Diagram, but either way, they're like, oh, maybe you don't see those as often because you only got 1 Ignis Heat. I don't know. I don't really understand their decision there. They might know what they're. I don't know. That's such an odd limit. Like, if you're thinking about True Draco getting hit by this ban list, you would think, okay, they're gonna ban or limit Masterpiece, and they're gonna ban and or limit Dragonic Diagram. Which, by the way, they did not ban Dragonic Diagram. Dragonic Diagram is not on this list, and neither is Masterpiece. And I don't know. That's just odd. Alright, so next for a newly limited, Miscellaneous Source was hit to 1. Again, another hit to True King Dino Yang Zing. It's kind of just I don't know what you can do with the deck anymore. Like, you're basically people. I think people are just gonna cut back. They're gonna take out the Yang Zing engine. They're gonna take out True King because they can't use the Thosagem because it's banned, and they'll just have to figure out how to play Dinos with Dinos. It's gonna be really weird. I don't know when the last time we've seen a pure Dino deck, but because all we see is, as of late, is True King Dino Yang Zing, and I believe it's what won Worlds, and it makes sense that it got hit on this ban list. Next is Zoodiac Rat Pier. That was taken from semi-limited to limited. I think just more burn on Zoodiacs. Like, man, they're in pain. All right, next for some spells. Dark Hole was limited. That's real interesting. It's a great card for the fact you can do board wipes. Yeah, I guess in your deck, if you want to run this, you gotta run one. So, oh well. Gateway of the Six is now taken off the ban list. That is awesome, and I do think this was this could be a marketing strategy made by Konami, since they may be pushing the new Six Samurai archetype that is coming out in the future. And they're like, hey, we know we banned Gateway of the Six, and we got Six Samurais coming out, so we're going to bring back Gateway of the Six to 1, so you guys will be able to use it, which I think is a smart move on there, and I think that'll make some classic Six Samurai players happy. Next, we got Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, which went from semi-limited to limited. I think Konami was just like, listen, this is a really good card. Not only you're clearing the entire board, putting kaijus on the field, killing your opponent's kaiju, and then you can add a kaiju to your hand. So that's just a really good combo, or really good little tool there to add to decks. I believe I didn't see this coming, but I understand why they limited this. Next for our traps, we have True King's Return, which is now limited. That is very interesting. Again, another hit to True Draco, preventing. Basically, they're kind of like, all right, True Draco, slow down. You can't keep special summoning your True Draco monsters like this. Like, you need to chill. So that's really interesting. Also, that with True King's Return, if you pop, or if it gets destroyed, you can destroy a monster on the field, which I think it's a great effect. But I think True Draco's Apocalypse, I believe, can also already do that. So having 6 cards, in your 6 traps in your deck that can pop opponents' monsters, I think that's just pretty good, really good. Next to the semi-limited, we have Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning. That's awesome. I'm really glad this went from limited to semi-limited, because who knows, we might actually be seeing more Chaos decks, or just more decks that are running Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning. I might try and throw a deck together where I just like Dark and Light and see how that goes. That'd be really fun. Luster Pendulum, the Draco Slayer, was moved from limited to semi-limited. Okay. I think that might have to do with just it being, maybe it's a pendulum monster. I feel a lot of cards related to pendulums are being taken off the ban list, or just moved to either limited or semi-limited, just because of Link's kind of kicking them in the nuts. Next we have Mathematician, which has gone from limited to semi-limited. That's really cool. I know some people who said that Mathematician should not be limited anymore and be at least semi-limited, so that's really cool. Brionac Dragon of the Ice Barrier is semi-limited. That is really awesome. This is a great level 6 synchro. Oh wow, that's gonna be real fun. You could possibly get 2 of these on the field, and that'd be really cool. Next we have TG Hyper Librarian went from limited to semi-limited. Again, I think this is another instance of Konami just allowing you to have more of certain monsters because of links. Now, Daigusto Emerald and Danglong are 2 different things. Like, that's just because they were real good. But with Brionac and TG Hyper Librarian, I don't know too many decks that actually run that. So I think they're like, okay, we're gonna take this from limited to semi-limited so people can use them more often. Next we have Brain Control, which went from limited to semi-limited. That's gonna be really interesting. I'm gonna quickly take a look at its effect, because I mean, it's in the name, but I want to make sure that I do. Oh, okay. I don't know why I zoomed there. Okay, so target one phase of monster your opponent controls that can be normal set or set. Take control of that monster until the end phase. Okay. So that's really interesting. I think that might be used for just setting up link plays, and yeah. Burial. Next is Burial from a Different Dimension, which went from limited to semi-limited. El Shaddai Fusion went from limited to semi-limited. I think, again, just kind of trying to bring back some older archetypes. Who knows, maybe Shaddai's might be getting a new Link monster, because a while back we heard about 20 non-anime archetypes getting their own Link monsters, so who knows, Shaddai's might be one of them. But actually with the new, I think it's Subterror Link monster, I believe you can make that with Shaddai's, because it just requires 2 face-down or 2 flip monsters. So they might be pushing for more use of Shaddai's with that upcoming Link monster, since they can use that. Next we have Preparation of Rites, which went from limited to semi-limited. I'm actually really happy to see that, because I know I can now pick up another copy for my Vendread deck. I know this will be really handy, so it'll allow you to reuse your Revendread Origin. So that's really cool. Next, for the stuff that was just taken off the list entirely, we have Debris Dragon, went from semi-limited to no longer on the list. Honest went from semi-limited to no longer on the list. That is going to be a huge plus for Trickstar players. Expect to see that a lot. Rescue Cat and Rescue Rabbit were taken off of the list. That's really cool. I think with the release of, if Konami knew about this when they were releasing Code of the Duelists, they wanted to release Rescue Ferret, release Emergency Rescue Mission, and then be able to give us Rescue Cat and Rescue Rabbit at 3. So that's a possibility of what they were thinking. Summoner Monk going from 2 to 3. I think that's a really good decision. Summoner Monk was most commonly used in hero decks, or just any level 4 decks. I think it'd be nice seeing this at 3. Witch of the Black Forest went from forbidden to no longer on the list. That is awesome. I know it did get its errata, basically its text was rewritten, so it wasn't that broken now. Yeah, that's really cool. Next we have Charge of the Light Brigade. I know a lot of Lightsworn / Twilightsworn players are going to be really happy about that. They won't have to have 2. They can now have 3 in their deck, allowing them for more draw power, and just sending stuff to the graveyard to activate their monsters' effects. Dragon Ravine is now off the list. That's really cool. We might be seeing use of this in the one of the spiral variants that uses set rotation and Destrudo for synchro plays. And then next we have Wavering Eyes coming off the ban list off of Forbidden. That is really interesting, especially since on the OCG's recent ban list that's gonna take place in October, Wavering Eyes was taken off there. So that's pretty cool. Again, I think Konami's trying to push for more Pendulum support, since Pendulum's kind of got nuked because of links. So that is the end of the video. Again, just kind of overall thoughts. Zoo's dead. True King Dino Yang Zing got hit really hard. I'm kind of disappointed they didn't hit Overraptor. I think they should have hit Overraptor instead of Miscellaneousaurus. I don't know dinos too well, but if there's one thing I've heard people complain about the most from that deck, it is Overraptor. So I don't know. True Draco still has a chance. They still have a chance to be a viable deck, just because Diagram and Masterpiece are still at 3. Yeah, they lost Dynamite Knight. Yeah, Ignis Heat and True King's Return are limited, but they still got Masterpiece. They still have Dragonic Diagram. They still have Disciples, Heritage, and Apocalypse. Who knows? We might be seeing. I know this variant of True Draco is really good. Monarch True Draco, I actually got to mess around with. It's not bad, so who knows? People just might start having the new True Draco engine to be Masterpiece, Diagram, and what the remaining spells and traps. So yeah, guys, if you guys do enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button down below for more. Like this, comment down below what you guys think of this brand new ban list. Overall, I think it's good. I'm more excited about the things that were taken off, like Blackluster Soldier, than I am about what was banned. I mean, Danglong I'm actually really happy about. I don't know, it's real interesting. I'm not surprised to see that True King Dino Yang Zing was hit hard since it won Worlds. But yeah, so if again, like, favorite, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.